Hello Pisces! Thank you very much for tuning in to your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm using the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Already shuffled. Let's see. Alright, so you got the Six of Wands at the bottom, which is a victory card. So, whose victory is this, really? You got the Queen of Cups popping out here, too, at the bottom. So, somebody's definitely benefiting from this situation. Alright, so I'm getting the Queen again with the victory card. I feel like this situation may be going more to your benefit than you might actually seem to feel. Let's see where it's going, because it's kind of branching out in a funny way. You're starting with the Mermaid Magic Seduction, and I feel like the person you're dealing with, I feel like you and this other person are kind of deciding like what needs to happen next. The situation that you're dealing with, like, you're coming to a fork in the road, and I feel like it's literally coming down to, is there somewhere to go with this, or is this situation done? But you got the Mermaid Magic Seduction, so I feel like you're working with this energy. They seem to be working with you. Are we going to continue on, or do we need to go our separate ways? That literally feels like that's where this is going. Alright. And it's weird because the Mermaid Magic Seduction tells me, like, you seem to be getting along, but it's rough. Because I feel like you are very well aware that this is not, like, if things are going to continue, things need to change, but if they're not going to continue, it's going to be kind of difficult moving on either way. So it seems like you have something to go on here. I feel like there's negotiations between you and this person, whoever this is, but they don't seem to be wanting to move. They don't seem to be wanting to bend. They seem to want you to. Even though you're getting along, you get the Mermaid Seduction, you're coming to this fork in the road, and it seems like they're willing to work it out with you. Seems like it. They're willing to work it out with you if you do it their way. So it's like they're saying, yeah, let's work it out. I'm willing to talk it over. Let's see. But they're more willing to actually get you to see it their way. If you're willing to go their way, that's their version of working it out. Yeah, that's how that feels. Okay. This is where you end up. The next thing that comes from that is the Death card on your side. I feel like you're realizing right off the bat that you're going to go your separate ways. It's either you're going to go your separate ways, or you're going to end up in a... No, I feel like you're going to go to your separate ways. Because I feel like you're holding back. You're not saying it right off the bat. I feel like you're trying to even give in to this other person. You got the Death card with the Four of Swords. You're holding back. You're putting down your defenses. You're trying to work through this. I feel like you're immediately seeing, though, where this is going. Because I feel the other person is not willing to work with you, really. They're not willing to change. They want things to go their way. And when they say they're willing to negotiate, it's in the sense of, like, I'm going to give you a chance to go my way or go your own way. Like, they already know what direction they're going. Now, I do feel like you're trying, you actually want to just give in to this energy is what I'm getting. You kind of hold back. You make it seem like you're thinking it over, and you actually kind of do. I feel like you actually do think it over. But ultimately, you have the Queen of Wands with the authenticity. Authenticity, you're coming forward, you're letting this person know where you really stand, and that you have to go on your own. You have to go your own direction. You can't go their direction. You don't want to go their direction. I feel like you might even come forward, because you might even, like, point out that, like, they said they were going to negotiate, but their version of negotiating isn't really, it doesn't seem like it's negotiating. It's kind of like, they say negotiate, but it's basically they're giving you the opportunity to think it over, to go their way or not. It's not really negotiating is what I'm getting. It doesn't really feel like it's negotiating. your next card is the Eight of Swords. You feel like you have no choice but to go your own direction. It doesn't seem like there's any way around it. You feel trapped in the situation is what I'm getting. The Eight of Swords is is kind of a trapped card. It's kind of like feeling like you're stuck when you're not, but it's hard to see your way out of that. I don't feel like you're stuck with the outcome. I feel like you're being freed because of the outcome. Because the other side, I feel like they seem to be moving on very... They have the Ten of Cups with the safe travel and the Hope card, or the Opportunity Star card, whatever you want to call it. It's the Star card, literally the Star card. But they seem to be very optimistic and happy, and like whoever this is moving on, and I feel like that's what they wanted anyway. I do feel like that's what they wanted anyway. I don't feel like this ends well between the two of you, even though the other side seems to get what they originally wanted anyway. Is that right? It does feel that way. And I get the Devil card with the Eight of Cups. I feel like it's just a cold shutdown, like we're done. And I feel like literally when you're done, you cut ties. Like it feels like a sharp cut done by not talking, not dealing with you anymore. Don't even want to look at you if I don't have to. I feel like when you cut ties with this person, you literally, like, you're done. You're finished. The other person seems to... They seem to honor that. The Devil card with the two of these together, it feels like it doesn't seem like you're moving away from this situation in a happy moment. I feel animosity might be what you take with you from this. You might not be happy with this, but definitely completely moving on. I feel like you're completely leaving this situation. You're walking away from it. Any history you had with it, you're just like, well, that's that. I have other I'm doing other things now, so that's that. I feel like you might not even acknowledge it to other people that this, like, I don't do that anymore. I feel like that's how that energy is. They're saying, though, the Queen of Cups with the Victory card here, I feel like this person moving out of your life is actually good for you. I feel like this is actually good for you. Down the road, I feel like more things are going to open up for you. I feel like your life is going to change. I feel like when you look back on things, you're going to see where this was maybe long overdue. So it does seem like this is serving you. It just doesn't feel good. I don't feel like you're going to like it when it happens. I don't feel like at the time it happens, you're going to feel that way. It's going to take a few months when you look back. I feel like you're going to see that it was a good thing that it ended. And you might even also see in further hindsight that it was overdue. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. All right, well, thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.